Trump's tariff gamble. President Donald Trump is no stranger to tariffs. During his first term, he used them as a key economic tool, and now he's doubling down. In a bold and controversial move, Trump has announced sweeping tariffs on America's three largest trading partners, Mexico, Canada, and China. But what does this mean for the U.S. economy, global trade, and most importantly, you? Let's dive in. What are tariffs and why do they matter? Tariffs are taxes on imports. They're designed to make foreign goods more expensive, encouraging people to buy domestic products instead. Trump has called tariffs the greatest thing ever invented, but critics argue they can backfire, leading to higher prices for consumers and slower economic growth. For example, in 2018, Trump's tariffs on steel and aluminum led to a 12% increase in steel prices, costing American businesses billions. So why is Trump taking this gamble now? The impact on Mexico, Canada, and China. Trump's new tariffs target three of America's closest trading partners. Mexico, Canada, and China are all facing stiff import taxes with rates as high as 25%. These countries have vowed to fight back. Canada and Mexico have already announced retaliatory tariffs, while China plans to challenge the U.S. at the World Trade Organization. In 2022, trade between the U.S. and these three countries totaled over $1.5 trillion. Disrupting this could have massive consequences for global supply chains. How this could affect you, prices, jobs, and the economy. Here's where it gets personal. Tariffs could mean higher prices for everyday items like groceries, gas, and cars. Economists warn that this could lead to stagflation, a combination of high inflation and stagnant economic growth. For instance, a 25% tariff on Mexican imports could raise the price of avocados by 30%. Jobs could also be at risk, especially in industries that rely on imports. And let's not forget the stock market, which has already been shaky. Could Trump's tariffs make things worse? Global reactions, retaliation, and trade wars. The world is pushing back. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has urged Canadians to boycott U.S. goods, while Mexico has announced its own retaliatory measures. China, meanwhile, is preparing to take the U.S. to court. This could escalate into a full-blown trade war with no clear winners. As one economist put it, this is dangerous. The world has to stand united against this sort of action. In 2018, Trump's trade war with China cost the U.S. economy an estimated $16 billion in lost GDP. What's next? The future of U.S. trade policy. So what's next? Trump has made it clear that he's not backing down. In fact, he's hinted at even more tariffs on oil, gas, steel, and pharmaceuticals. But with legal challenges looming and global tensions rising, the road ahead is uncertain. Will Trump's tariffs lead to the golden age of America he promises, or will they backfire, leaving Americans to bear the brunt of the pain? The role of national emergency laws. Trump has declared a national emergency to justify these tariffs, invoking the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. This gives the president sweeping powers to impose sanctions during crises. However, legal experts argue this move is unprecedented and could face challenges in court. In 2019, Trump used similar powers to impose tariffs on Mexico over immigration, but this new move is far more expansive. Economic predictions, stagflation, and recession risks. Economists are sounding the alarm. A model by EY chief economist Greg Dacko suggests Trump's tariffs could reduce U.S. economic growth by 1.5 percentage points this year. Canada and Mexico could slip into recession, while the U.S. faces stagflation, a toxic mix of high inflation, stagnant growth, and rising unemployment. For context, the U.S. inflation rate is already at 3.5%, and these tariffs could push it even higher. Australia and other allies navigating the fallout. Even U.S. allies like Australia are feeling the ripple effects. Foreign Minister Penny Wong has called for urgent talks with the U.S., emphasizing that Australia is navigating the relationship with eyes open. Australia's trade with the US is worth $65 billion annually, and any disruption could impact key exports like beef and wine. Other allies, including the EU, are also watching closely, fearing they could be next. Legal challenges: can Trump's tariffs hold up? Trade lawyers are questioning the legality of Trump's tariffs. The World Trade Organization, WTO, has already ruled against some of his previous tariffs, and China is preparing to challenge these new ones. Domestically, critics argue that Trump is overstepping his authority by using national emergency laws for trade policy. If the courts rule against him, it could undermine his entire strategy. Trump's vision: a golden age or economic pain? Trump has framed these tariffs as a step toward a golden age of America, but the reality may be more complicated. While he claims tariffs will make the US very rich and very strong, economists warn of short-term pain, including higher prices and slower growth. In 2018, Trump's tariffs on China led to a 0.3% drop in US GDP. Will history repeat itself, or is this time different? Closing thoughts. Trump's tariff gamble is a high-stakes move with far-reaching consequences. Whether you support his policies or not, one thing is clear: this is a story that will impact us all. What do you think about Trump's tariffs? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more analysis of the stories that matter. Thanks for watching.